The girl's hand rests on the kettle, and the water will soon boil. Another girl is crouching on the ground. She can make vegetables grow gigantic. A massive carrot emerges from the soil. After seeing the carrot has grown large enough to eat, her companions arrive. The little girl grabs the carrot stem, pulls it out of the ground, then carries it back to the castle. Nearby, twins are fighting over a doll. They're wrapped up tightly, only their eyes showing, because anyone who sees their faces turns to stone. This girl is magical. She takes off her heavy shoes, and floats into the air like a balloon, rising higher and higher. Fortunately, someone below pulls her down with a rope, and she returns the squirrel to its nest just in time. Back at the castle, everyone begins preparing dinner. When the boy opens his mouth, bees fly out. To avoid disturbing others, he has to put on his hat and suck the bees back into his stomach. Nearby, a girl picks up a chicken leg, brushes back her hair, and begins to eat. They live together in a castle set in a time loop, repeatedly staying on September 3, 1943. So these children will never grow up, but they'll also never see the outside world. Miss Peregrine is the owner of this castle. She possesses the ability to control time, and can freely transform between a time bird and human form. Around the world, there are many others like Miss Peregrine who have the ability to control time. Their responsibility is to establish sanctuaries, protecting children with special abilities from being hunted by giant man-eating monsters. 50 years ago, a peculiar named the Director grew tired of living forever in time loops and wanted to achieve immortality in the real world. His ideas quickly attracted followers, and this group captured a time bird and caged it, believing its time-controlling abilities could help them achieve immortality. However, they were wrong. When the Director pulled the device switch, the machine suddenly sparked, and smoke poured from the helmet. Instead of gaining immortality, they transformed into monsters. Unwilling to remain a monster, the Director discovered that by eating the eyeballs of peculiar children, he could temporarily regain human form. So the monsters began frantically hunting peculiars, who, unable to see these monsters, had to hide in time loops, disappearing entirely. This situation continued for years until one boy discovered he was the only peculiar who could see the monsters. He resolutely left the castle to join the army, training his combat skills, and embarked on a path to hunt monsters. Decades passed, and the boy grew up. He would share his memories of the sanctuary as bedtime stories for his grandson. Young Jake always believed the people and events in his grandfather's stories really existed, but his classmates and father always laughed at him, saying they were just made up. Gradually, as Jake grew older, he also began to believe his grandfather suffered from dementia and that everything was just nonsense he invented. Until one day, Jake was preparing to visit his grandfather who lived alone, but his grandfather frantically warned that it was dangerous and not to come over. Jake thought his grandfather was having a dementia episode and didn't take it seriously, but when Jake arrived, he discovered his grandfather's eyes were missing.